kawamat! In this video, tatalakayin natin how are we going to find the greatest common factor o yung tinatawag nating GCF. Of course, by listing or prime factorization. Pangalawa, we will factor polynomials completely with common monomial factor and use distributive property to factor polynomials. So before we proceed to the discussion, let us unlock first greatest common factor o yung tinatawag nating GCF. Ano nga ba ang GCF? Ang GCF, ito yung mga factors na common dun sa mga terms. Take note, kapag kumukuha tayo ng common factors nila, kukunin natin yung pinakamataas. Kaya from the word itself, greatest. So kukunin natin yung pinakamataas na factor nila. Pangalawa, prime factors. Pag sinabi nating prime factors, these are numbers. Ito yung mga numbers na ang tanging factor niya lang ay 1 and the number itself. Halimbawa, 2. So ang factors lang niya ay 1 and itself. 3 and 5. Those are some of the examples. Next, monomial. Pag sinabi nating monomial, this is a special kind of polynomial na kung saan ang bilang ng terms niya ay isa lang. So, from the prefix mono means one, so we only have one term for it. And then, polynomial. This is an expression combined with constant. Ito yung pinagsama-samang constant, variable, or pwede ring product of two. Product ng constant or variable, or product ng constant and variable. But take note, dapat ang exponent niya must be a whole number. So, hindi tayo pwedeng magkaroon ng negative exponent doon. Fraction, or yung may symbols. Next, standard form. When we say standard form, this is a kind of arrangement of a polynomial in descending order. Pag sinabi nating descending order, nagsisimula siya sa highest degree to least degree, yung pinakamababa. Okay, greatest common factor. It refers to the common factor having the greatest numerical factor and with variables having the least degree. So, ang kukunin natin na numerical factor ay yung pinakamataas at sa variable naman, tatandaan na ang kukunin natin ay yung pinakamababa ang degree or exponent. Example, meron akong 6x squared and 15x raised to 4. So, paano natin kukunin ang GCF nito? So, by listing, pwede natin itong gawin. So, ang mga factors ni 6 ay 1, 2, 3, 6, and x squared. Sa 15 naman, meron tayong 1, 3, 5, 15, and x raised to 4. So, paano natin kukunin ang GCF? Ano yung common factor nilang dalawa? That is 3. Take note, dapat yung greatest. And then, sabi nga, sa pagkuha ng variable, kukunin natin yung pinakamababa ang degree. Since meron tayo ditong dalawang x, so kukunin natin yung pinakamababa ang degree. And that is x squared. So, therefore, we will have 3x squared. Next. Another way is by prime factorization. So, 6x squared. So, mag-iisip ka ng mga factors ng number or term na yon na prime number lang. So, halimbawa kay 6. So, hindi mo na pwedeng gamitin si 6, 1 and 6 because 6 is not a prime number. So, mag-iisip ka ng mga number na prime numbers lang. So, halimbawa sa 6, we have 2 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 and 3 are prime numbers. And then, x squared. So, sa 15 naman, hindi na tayo pwedeng gumamit ng 1 and 15. We can only use 3 and 5 if you are using prime factorization. And then, x raised to 4. So, anong common sa kanilang dalawa? We have 3. And then, kukunin natin yung pinakamababa ang exponent sa variable and that is squared. So we will have the GCF is 3x squared. Next, let's try to find the GCF of each pair of monomials. So I have here 6a and 18ab. So for 6a, by using prime factorization, we have 2 times 3 times a. For 18ab, we have 2 times 3 times 3 times a times b. So uulitin ko nga, hahanap or mag-iisip lang tayo ng mga factors na prime numbers lang po. So 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18. Now, anong meron sa 6a na meron kay 18ab? Pareho silang may 2 and 3. Pareho rin silang may a. So, yun ang ibababa natin. We will have 2 times 3 times a. And then we will multiply 2 times 3. That will become 6a. Next, I have here 10a and 12a squared b. So, hanap ulit tayo o mag-isip tayo ng mga prime numbers na factors ng 10. So, we have 2 and 5. 2 times 5 is 10 and then 8. So, for 12a squared b, we have 2 times 2 times 3 because 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. And then a squared times b. So, anong common sa kanilang dalawa? We have 2. And then, pareho silang may A, but remember na kapag pareho silang may variable na yon, that is their common variable. Pero kapag ganon, kukunin lang natin yung may pinakamababa exponent. So, we will get A, not A squared. So, bababa na natin yon. We have 2 and then A. Now, bakit hindi ko nilagay si 3? Because wala namang 3 sa 10a. Bakit hindi ko nilagay si 5? Kasi wala namang 5 si 12a squared b. Bakit hindi ko nilagay si b? Kasi wala namang b kay 10a. So we will only get 2 and a. And that is, the GCF is 2a. Next, I have here negative 8x squared y and 16xy. So, for negative 8, since negative yan, meron tayong negative sign. And then 2 times 2, 4 times 2, that is 8. X squared times y. For 16xy, we have 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16. And then x and y. So, anong common sa kanilang dalawa? We have 2 times 2 times 2. Hindi na natin isasama yung isang 2 sa 16xy kasi tatlo lang naman yung 2 dun sa negative 8x squared y. Now, pareho silang may common na x variable. So again, kukunin lang natin yung pinakamababang exponent and that is x. Same as y. So bring down natin yung tatlong 2. Ibaba natin si x at si y. So, we will have now 2 times 2, 4 times 2. That is 8, x, y. Next, 8ab raised to 3 or 8ab cubed and 10a squared b squared. So, for 8ab cubed, we have 2 times 2 times 2 times a times b cubed. For 10a squared b squared, we have 2 times 5 times a squared times b squared. So, anong common? We have 2. We will not get the other 2's kasi wala naman ng 2 dun sa 10a squared b squared. Hindi rin natin pwedeng ilagay si 5 kasi wala namang 5 kay 8ab cubed. Now, for a variable, kukunin natin yung mababang exponent and that is a. For b naman, ang mababa ay si b squared. So, yun ang kukunin natin. So, we will have now 2a and b squared. So, the GCF is 2ab squared. Okay, let's proceed on how are we going to factor polynomial. Factoring polynomial refers 2. Rewriting a polynomial as a product of polynomials of smaller degree. So, we will try to factor the given polynomial using the GCF. So, I have here 4x squared plus 6x. So, kukunin natin ang GCF, that is 2x. In factored form, yung GCF, ilalagay natin siya sa labas. Now, paano natin kukunin yung nasa loob ng parenthesis? Okay. So, pwedeng think of a number na kapag, or think of a monomial na kapag minultiply mo, the resulting product will be 4x squared. So, kagaya nito, 2 times 2 is 4. And then, dalawang x, we will add the exponent. That's why it became x squared. Now, bakit 3? Because 2 times 3, ayun ang 6. And then, since isa lang ang x niya, that's why we have 6x. Another way, pwede rin namang si 4x squared, i-divide mo sa 2x. 4 divide 2, that is 2. X squared divide x, kapag nagdi-divide tayo, we are subtracting the exponent if they have the same base. That's why x squared minus 1, ito yung 2x dun sa GCF natin, kaya naging x na lang dun. And then, 6 divide 2, kaya nakuha natin si 3. Another example, 3x squared plus 6x. The GCF is 3x. So, lalagay natin si 3x sa labas. Paano natin kukunin yung nasa loob? Think of a monomial again. So, 3x. And then, since x squared yun, so maglalagay tayo ng isang x. And then, 3 times 2, that is 6. And then, we only have 1x, kaya 6x doon. Next, 6x raised to 4 minus 14x squared. So, the GCF is 2x squared. Ilalagay natin siya doon. Paano kukunin yung 3x squared? Because 2 times 3 is 6. X squared and then x squared, that will become x raised to 4. Now, this is minus. And then 2 times 7, that makes it 14. And then since we only have x squared, that's why we have 14x squared. Okay, let's have the detailed solution. Use GCF to rewrite the polynomial. So, kagaya lang din to kanina, pero ipapakita natin this is another way using distributive property. So, ito, ilagay si GCF, si 2x, and then, use distributive property, ganun ulit. Ano yung ita-times mo kay 2x for you to get 4x squared? At ano yung ita-times mo rin dun sa second term mo para makuha mo si 6x? So, ayun. Paano natin to gagawin? Kung ano yung GCF, lagay natin dun sa labas. And then, kung ano yung nakuha mong common monomial factor, rather, yun ang ilalagay natin sa parenthesis. Next, 3x squared plus 6x. So again, use the GCF to rewrite the polynomial. Ilabas natin si 3x and then 3x dun sa second term. Think of a monomial factor which is x and 2 sa kabila. So we will have now 3x times x plus 2. Paano naging ganyan? Write the GCF and then the common monomial factor. Next, 6x raised to 4 minus 14x squared. So, same procedure. Baba si GCF and then enclose by the parenthesis or factor natin yung 3x squared. Copy the sign, and then bring down 7. Next, I have here 7a times a plus 3 minus c times a plus 3. So, paano natin siya ipafactor? So, as simple as tingnan sa kung ano yung GCF nila. Pag sinabing GCF, ano yung meron sila pareho? That is A plus 3. So, ibababa natin yon. And then, yung 7A minus C, ibababa rin natin. Ayan. Okay, another example. So, kunin ulit yung GCF, yung common sa kanila, that is N plus 3. And then, si 8M plus B, that is another binomial. So, dyan natin siya nafa-factor. Okay, another example. I have here 4 times 3B minus 1 plus 5B times 1 minus 3B plus 4C times 3B minus 1. So, kung mapapansin nyo, paano natin ito mafa-factor? Yung nasa loob ng parenthesis dun sa middle term natin ay 1 minus 3B. So, wala silang GCF. 'Di ba? So, mahirap. So, paano ang gagawin natin? We all know that 1 minus 3B is equal to negative times the quantity of negative 1 plus 3B. So, paano natin gagawin yon? Ita-times natin siya by negative 1. Kaya ang mangyayari, magiging negative 5A times negative 1 plus 3B plus 4C times the quantity of 3B minus 1. So, ayan na yung nangyari. So, simula dun sa taas, tinimes lang natin siya by negative 1, kaya naging negative 5A. Si 1 naging negative 1, si negative 3B naging positive 3B. Now, hindi pa rin sila pareho. So, paano ang gagawin? We will just rearrange the given polynomial. So, pwede na natin siyang ayusin. So, paano gagawin? Aayusin lang natin siya. Yung 3B, ilagay mo sa left. Yung minus 1, ilagay mo sa right. So, kung mapapansin nyo, pare-pareho na sila ng GCF. So, we will now have 3B minus 1 times 4 minus 5A plus 4C. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button to our Wow Math channel. Just keep on watching!